Hey, it's Paul from Guitar World, and today we're going to be looking at the GT6 head and matching cabinet from a brand new amp company from Texas called Dynamo Amplification. This is part of their GTS series, also known as the Grand Tour series. There's another amp available as well, which is more of a high gain amp, but this one is certainly flavored for the classic player. Dynamo spares no expense when it comes to their amplifiers. The GT6 here utilizes top-of-the-line audiophile grade componentry, is 200 watts, 2 channels, and unlike their GTS amplifier, which is voiced for high-gain players, this one is certainly suited for the classic player. Let's begin by looking at the GT6 front panel. Over here we have your clean channel with the volume and gain control. And you'll notice the very cool backlit buttons found on both the crunch and lead channels. This one allows you to get totally clean sounds and as well as add a little bit of extra crunch on top of the gain knob. So you can get some sparkling cleans as well as some great high gain or crunchy tones on this particular channel. Moving over to the second channel, which is the lead channel, you'll notice it also has volume and gain for the overdrive, and obviously it has the overdrive on this channel is certainly more high gain than most classic rock amps, but you can dial it back and get some really great crunchy tones as well. We have the treble, mid, bass EQ, and then the additional presence and depth, which gives you more flexibility on the low end and the high end. You'll also notice the very cool attention to detail on this Dynamo GT6 amp with the very cool racing stripe look, the T-Rex wire, which you'll notice this is sort of a grill that found on Bentleys and many high-end cars as well. So everything about this is made to look high-end. One final thing to note on the GT6, of course, is the knobs here. Now, most companies would use a cheap plastic knob, but Dynamo utilizes a 24-karat gold aluminum knob. So these knobs have weight and are quite substantial, and they just look real classy on this amp. Moving over to Dynamo's matching 412 cabinet, it utilizes Fane's Medusa 150-watt speakers, which are known for their clarity and British punch. This is a great sounding speaker that's matched perfectly to the GT6 head, because Dynamo's overall concept is not to build louder amps, but instead to push these modern high-power speakers to concert tones without having a whole wall of speakers. Looking at the back panel of the GT6, you can see we have the standard effects loop, foot switch jack, slave output jack, along with level control. Dynamo also utilizes Nutrix speak-on jacks for a firm connection and better audio transfer. And over here, what's most important, you'll notice that it's called the GT6 because it utilizes 6 tubes, but not your standard tubes found on most amplifiers. These are KT77 tubes, which offer the same British punch, but with more definition and clarity than an EL34. Also, unlike many traditional tube guitar amps, the Dynamo GT6 is built with audiophile grade components, including pure silver wiring, a toroidal power supply that you would find in many concert system power amps. It even has power filtering to reduce noise, and it comes with a essential sound music cord power cord. All of this enhances clarity, tone, and the dynamic response to this amp. Let's begin by hearing the clean channel. I can get some really warm cleans out of this particular channel if you dial the gain back all the way, and let's take a listen. Sticking with the same clean sound, the clean also has a great deal of bite, especially when you use the bridge pickup on your guitar. Take a listen. Also on the clean channel, you'll find some really awesome crunchy tones with a great deal of note-to-note definition and clarity. This amp is awesome for like AC/DC style recording. Moving over to the lead channel, you'll find a great deal more gain and sizzle on this channel, and you'll hear why. And keep in mind, I have my gain dialed back a little bit, so it's going to be good. Now let's pump up the gain a bit, and you can really get some great sustain out of this. Check it out. Finally, you should know that a sign of a great amp is it sounds great even when all the controls are laid out flat, and this amp delivers. Let's check it out. With its classy looks, racing-style motif cosmetics, and high-end audiophile-grade componentry, the GT6 head and cab from Dynamo is the ultimate high-gain amp with a classic rock heart. It is built to last and built for the road, and you can't get a better amp that looks like this. For more information, definitely check out dynamoamplification.com.